Kindly introduce yourself.
Hi, ma'am. My name is Sandeep. I hail from Chandigarh, which is the capital of Punjab and Haryana. I am an engineer by profession. I completed my graduation in electronics and communication engineering. Then I worked in two local firms in my city. After that, I wanted to pursue further education in business administration. So I applied for Canada and I got admission here. Studied 2 years for my business administration, graduated in 2022. And then I got this amazing job as hotel manager in my city, Prince Rupert.
Okay, very nice. So, what do you think that is your city a good place for youngsters?
My city is good for youngsters, as in if somebody's looking for jobs around port area, because my city is the second largest port in Canada.
Hmm.
So if somebody, youngsters, many youngsters do wish to work in this port industry,
Hmm.
and just unfortunately, there is some kind of there's some sort of nepotism involved with the port jobs.
Hmm.
So many youngsters do not get lucky in they apply, but they don't get the jobs as easily. So
Okay.
for youngsters, even though there are other opportunities which pay decent, but many youngsters they want to build career. So for that purpose, I would suggest youngsters to probably try somewhere else where there are more. Right? Yes.
Okay. So, as you mentioned that you're from India, right? So,
Mhm.
can you please explain, elaborate more about your prime location where you belong from, where you were born and raised?
Okay. I'm from a Punjabi family.
Mm.
My background is from Punjab. My father grew up in Gurdaspur, which is a city in Punjab, and my mother also grew up in Muktsar, another city in Punjab. And then they were doing their bachelor's in Chandigarh, Punjab University. Sorry, now I forgot the name of
That's pretty okay. I'm just
Punjab
talking
University.
about the location where you come from.
Location, yeah,
Where
yeah.
are
I
you
was gonna
from?
reach there.
And
Yeah,
is it a good place? Not. Just talk about that.
yeah,
Okay, you're
sure. I
getting
was gonna
derailed from the
go there.
question,
Yeah,
right?
clear from the question. Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, my parents they met here and then they married, and I was born and raised in Chandigarh. All most of my life, until 30 years, I've been in Chandigarh. I prefer it to be the best place in India, yeah, because of its green because it's environment friendly. Its pollution, it scores very high in
Mm.
terms of pollution free index. It's
Mm.
a pollution index, I have to say,
It
and
has its
it's
own
energy.
oxygen bank, right? It has its own oxygen bank.
It has its own oxygen bank, yes.
Mm.
And my city it's an education hub.
Mm.
Uh, Students from all over the nation,
Mm.
from other states, they prefer to come to Chandigarh to
Mm.
study because of its high education standards,
Mm.
because of the high quality uh, qualification as well as the high quality education
And a
system. We have
considerable
amazing.
amount of tourist attractions are also there.
Yes, we have like I think that was the first man-made lake, if
Mm.
I remember correctly.
Mm.
It's called Sukna Lake,
Mm.
which was man. And on top of that, another interesting fact I would like to share with you.
Mm.
My city was actually constructed by a French architect.
Mm.
So that was the first planned city in India.
Mm.
His name was Lee Corbett,
Mm.
if I'm not wrong, if I recall correctly. And that was the first planned city.
Mm.
So, like, if you have heard about New Delhi, like there's New Delhi and Old Delhi, same way there is some touch of old Chandigarh, which was
Yeah.
initially after getting independence, right?
Yeah.
So, but other than that, Chandigarh has become into a modern metropolitan city.
Very nice. So it's
So,
well
yeah,
known for cultural excursions, is it?
uh,
And how about the
yeah,
nightlife there? Does
for
it offer
cultural
incredible
excursions,
nightlife for youngsters?
yes, it does.
So we can
Chandigarh
stay.
keeps on evolving.
I'm giving you hints, Sandeep. So we
Yes, ma'am,
can
I'm going to do
incorporate
that.
these words like it offers, you know, um, warm sense of hospitality. It has incredible nightlife or cultural excursions. Remember? Or maybe,
Yes,
we can incorporate things like, of course, you added metropolitan word, right? So we are showcasing good range of vocabulary, as well as I know that you are well equipped with these things, but they are not coming handy right now. Okay, so if
yes,
we will touch upon them on regular basis, it would be imbibed, deeply ingrained in your mind, and it will come handy to you later in the
come here.
examination. Righty,
Sure.
right? So
Yes.
that's how we
I
can
was actually
proceed.
I was actually following the flow as well
Hmm.
because I've seen when I gave my IELTS exam last time, right,
Hmm.
in academics.
Hmm.
Sometimes the teacher they act as in, I mean, the examiner they act as in, like it's a conversation going on. They try to help us.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like you were, going it. So I was
yeah,
just going to the flow. So
yeah,
whatever you asked, I was answering.
yeah. Good,
Yeah.
good. Ankita, could you please answer this question?
Ma'am, could you please repeat the question again?
Okay, then what you do is introduce yourself first.
Yeah, hey, my name is Ankita.
Hmm.
I hail from Bhiwadi,
Hmm.
which is 50 kilometers far from Gurugram.
Hmm.
I am working in JLL as a senior specialist.
Hmm.
My About my educational qualification, I have done graduation from Gurgaon only,
Hmm.
and along with it, I have done a post graduation. I have done my specialization in finance, and now moving to my family background. We have 4 members in my family. My father is employed at ITG Limited. My mother is a homemaker. I have one younger brother. He is working in Noida. That's all about my family. Thank you.
Okay, you're quite quick, but things are being portrayed as if you have memorized something. Isn't it, Sandeep? Did you feel so?
Uh, yes, ma'am. It seemed like Ankita was preparing nicely in her head, and then she wanted to avoid being nervous and just went with the full flow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you were in the flow, undoubtedly, Ankita, but things came as somewhat cramped. Okay. So just try, be smart with that, right? Project it nicely. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Like you started about your family. Uh, you know, I would recommend that we can say, because you mentioned you have a family of four. So you can say, I have a close knitted family of four. Close knitted, right? So
Mm.
everybody is saying, no, I have four members in my family. How would you sound different? You need to scale up from a rubric of six to seven or eight. So it's not easy. You need to be good with your pronunciation. You need to be good with your lexical range. Of course, how you portray things. What is the cohesion? Cohesion is the flow. And what kind of, see, there are two things, cohesion and coherence. Coherence is basically the flow, and cohesion is utilizing devices, cohesive devices like moreover, additionally, apart from that, right? That's what we need. Okay. Now, about, of course, you are from Bhiwari, as you mentioned. So, can you
Yes, ma'am.
please elaborate more about your, location, or maybe the city from where you belong?
Yes, certainly. I love my city.
Hmm.
It has like more greenery. It has a like warm sense of hospitality,
Hmm.
and along with it, I my parents resides there. So I love my city.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, there are no opportunity for like educations because there are no any colleges.
Hmm.
Yeah, there are good schools available there, but lack of like university and colleges, we need to move to the Delhi or Gurgaon
Lack
for
of
that.
educational institutions, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, which beverage do you prefer? Coffee or tea, Sandeep?
Neither. I actually do not like coffee because it has caffeine in it.
Hmm.
I try to stay healthy. So I would prefer protein shake or milkshake, though
Okay.
I prefer those.
Okay. Ankita, do you love to guzzle on coffee or tea?
Ma'am, I like coffee.
You like coffee? Okay.
Yes,
What do
ma'am.
you offer to your visitors, Sandeep, when somebody drops by at your home, what beverages you prefer to offer them?
Unfortunately, people in Canada or like all over the world, they're addicted to coffee.
Hmm.
So we also go with the flow.
Hmm.
We prepare coffee. We also have tea bags,
Hmm.
and we provide that for our guests. And we actually have that like it's on us. So whenever they are here, we prepare a fresh one for them and keep it in the lobby for them, and they can dispense as much as they want. So it's unlimited for coffee
Okay.
from us, right, to them.
Ankita, how about you?
Ma'am, we are living in India, so we offer chai or coffee,
Hmm.
tea or coffee whenever any like
So
anyone
we
visited in
can
our.
say generally people have strong preference for tea over coffee in India,
Hmm.
right?
Okay, so
To our
generally
guest,
people have.
the first, yeah, Ankita, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
The first preference is always tea. Okay, as you guys mentioned, you both are working professionals, right? So, do you like your job, Sandeep?
I actually I'm pleased with my job.
Hmm.
It's an amazing one. I love meeting and greeting guests.
Hmm.
I love the hospitality sector, and my job gives me the opportunity to meet amazing people from all over the world.
Hmm.
And over the course of 2 years working here for my working in my hotel, I have accumulated multiple friends
Hmm.
from all over the world just because of the opportunity I got through my job to be the one to greet everything.
Anything you dislike about your job, Sandeep?
The only thing I dislike about the job is the limited work hours. Like as a manager, as like I cannot exceed over 80 hours bi-weekly.
Hmm.
So I just feel like dedicated towards my profession.
Hmm.
So even when I'm not scheduled, I still, because of being a workaholic guy,
Hmm.
I still hang around in the hotel and check around, supervise, and try to
Hmm.
try to provide support to my staff in case they face any challenges.
So, your organization is so fortunate to have you. I must say that, huh, Sandeep? Very nice. Very nice.
I
Hardly we get people like you, who have such kind of workaholic nature or who are so much dedicated to their job. Very good. Ankita, what do you dislike about your job? I know you have a list. Please go on. Bring it on. Yeah.
Ma'am, I don't like my job, though I have gained valuable experience
Hmm.
from my job. I have a 5.5 years of experience,
Hmm.
but I want to move to the FP&A profile. I want to change my profile. That is why
Hmm.
I am preparing for that.
Hmm.
Along with it, I worked so hard here, but due to some office politics and favoritism and lot of things, I didn't get like fair promotions
Hmm.
and increment
Hmm.
what I deserve.
Hmm.
So that is why I don't like my job. I current job.
Hmm. 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 Okay, all right. So, next question can be about paintings. Do you like paintings, guys?
No,
I
ma'am.
do.
You do?
I don't like
Uh,
painting.
Okay, Sandeep, please
uh,
go ahead. What kind of paintings you admire?
um, uh, I like nature,
Hmm.
and so whenever I'm going outside I like to walk
Hmm.
around the shore area. Sometimes I like to walk to, sometimes I go for the hikes,
Hmm.
and the nature, it attracts me. It's like I love hearing chirping of the birds.
Hmm.
So sometimes when I get lucky, if I see some birds sitting around, and if I'm in the mood, I get my drawing sheets, and then I try to draw. I
Hmm.
try memorize that how the birds were there. I mean, sometimes, the bird are migratory. Sometimes, they're
So
migrating
you
around.
have that aesthetic
So
sense, no, Sandeep? You have that
that makes sense.
aesthetic
Yeah,
sense. Utilize that word, aesthetic.
aesthetic.
Okay, okay. Next
Yeah,
is natural landscape. Did I guide you
national
in
anthem.
this? So you
Yes,
talked
ma'am. Yes.
about scenic views. So we can say picturesque view. I love to capture picturesque view. I'm typing it in the chat box. Picturesque, picturesque. So I love to capture picturesque views, scenic views. Okay.
Ma'am, I have one question. Can I ask?
Majestic, yeah, sure. Wait a moment. Majestic background, let's say, or natural landscape, right? So whenever, they ask you about your vacations, so I am not asking you, I didn't ask you ever to memorize the answer. Never. But I want
Mhm.
you to capture good words. Okay? So elevate your vocabulary, landscape. It's SCAPE. Ankita, you wanted to ask something? Please go ahead.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of jargon?
Jargons, technical words. Like from Sandeep's field, if Sandeep mentions cleaver, so you might not be knowing what is cleaver. That's a big knife, right? So that is jargon for us because we are not from hotel industry.
Okay, so
And that
technical word of other profession for
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
from for which we are not familiar.
Typical words.
Okay.
You might name something which we aren't aware, right? From your specific field, from your specific domain. So that is up to you.
Mhm.
Those are technical jargons. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
Sandeep, can you please reframe it by utilizing
uh,
these words if possible? Aesthetic
like
sense, yeah.
also you mean to say the
Painting sense.
words that you used for painting stuff? Okay. So I have uh, I mean
Deep appreciation for creativity, no?
okay, for creativity. Yeah, deep
Yes.
appreciation of creativity. Yes. I was actually seeing the words and I was trying to bring up something to put those words in, so I was taking some time to
Yeah,
yeah
yeah, 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 yeah.
think about it. Yeah.
So it's about, recreating the scenes all together.
Recreating a scene software, yes.
Okay. So these words should be handy. Now I ask you, what do you prefer, tea or coffee? So what word you can incorporate beverages? I generally
That,
prefer
yeah.
hot beverage or maybe cold beverage, whatever it is.
Whatever, sure.
When I'm asking, do you like this? You can say what? I have strong preference for this. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I have keen interest in this.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm a great fan of paintings. Up to
Okay.
you. But you're not
Yes.
supposed to, repeat the same line. Do not
Yes, ma'am.
imitate. Okay? If I'm asking I
Yeah.
like, I dislike, no, 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 no. I dislike. You can say I disapprove. I'm not a
Okay.
great fan of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I do not have any interest in this. Okay?
Sure.
Or I'm not a fan, as I stated. I am a fan. I'm a great fan. I'm not a great fan. Clear? So do not
Yes.
use only like, dislike. No, never. Okay? Likewise, you know, generally they ask questions based on, vacation. Okay? So if you are talking about vacation, you went to some specific location which offers, greenery, it has scenic views. So please incorporate these lines.
Mm-hmm.
Incorporate phrases like natural landscape, warm sense of hospitality it offers. That place is majestic, isn't it? So if these words won't be handy with us, we won't be able to utilize. Now,
Mm-hmm.
these are the general questions which would be asked in part 1. Now, I'll move on to part 2. I'll give you a question in the chat box, okay? And then I'll give you 2 minutes to prepare. However, you will be given 1 minute there and 2 minutes for speaking. Okay, 1 minute for integrating your thoughts well and 2 minutes for speaking.
Sure.
Right now, I'm lending you 2 minutes, okay, and then you'll have to speak for 2 minutes consecutively. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Famous person
So
in the country.
the
You could
question
say
is
who's a
describe a popular or famous person in your country, and you're supposed to answer who this person is, what he or she is like, why you think this person is popular, and how this person influences the public. You have exactly 2 minutes from now. The clock has started ticking. 12:32. Please. Chalo, let's resume.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'll describe. Okay, so I want to the famous personality in my country. For me, it's none other than Narendra Modi. He's the Prime Minister of India, very influential figure. I'll quote the words of elected American President Donald Trump. Just recently, he gave uh, in an interview, somebody asked, "How are your relations with India?" And I quote his words. He's like, "I have amazing, the super like amazing friendly relations with India and his friend Prime Minister Modi." And he described him as
This is getting
from
recorded.
the outside, he looks like a. I'm sorry, it's muted.
Yeah, it's okay, Sandeep.
So, okay. So I'll just quote the words of Donald Trump. He was quoting, and he was describing Modi as from the outside, he looks like a father figure. He's like the most nicest, calm personality. When it comes to his country, if anybody dares challenging him, he shows his might. He shows his influence, and there was a certain country in India's neighborhood. He didn't take the name, but he's like anybody can search it. But when they were having a meeting, and he described that Trump described that he's open to do a dialogue to if that
Wait,
certain
wait,
country is
Sandeep.
giving
We'll
him a
redo.
problem.
We'll redo it. Wait. We'll
Okay.
redo. Ankita, what are cohesive devices, Ankita?
Ma'am, like we can use
I can say in all honesty.
uh,
Generally we say to be honest.
Well,
So I
frankly
can say in
speaking,
all honesty, right?
yeah,
Or then you
yeah.
can say from my perspective.
In my opinion,
In my opinion, from my perspective sounds better.
from my perspective, okay, sure.
Okay? Or,
Yes.
when you talk about the principles, you can say as far as my frame of reference is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So
ma'am.
utilize these pointers because आप अपना एक व्यू दे रहे हो उस इंसान के बारे में.
Yeah.
You can have
Ma'am,
these words, phrases handy. Yes, Ankita?
I also picked Narendra Modi as celebrity, but I'm not getting enough like
Words?
content about him.
Hmm. So can't you pick up somebody else in that case?
Mm,
How about a Bollywood actor, actress, cricketer? Wouldn't they be easy for you, Sandeep? Cricketer?
Ma'am, I actually have no trust me. I have so much interest in this guy rather than some
yes.
celebrity or
I get it.
TV
I
star.
get it. I get it.
Hey,
No worries.
ma'am,
So
I can speak a lot about this.
you
I
can
can.
talk about sustainable growth. You can pick up words like
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, I'll try again, ma'am. Let's see how.
What you do,
I'll
Sandeep?
give it a
Now
go.
let's do one thing. You organize your thoughts well. उसके लिए आप क्या करोगे?
Mm-hmm.
You should have the words, phrases handy with you. So
Mm-hmm.
firstly, write down 3, 4 words. So quality traits are very important. He's a hustler. He's
Okay.
so much of he does so much of hard work. He's a hustler. He struggled throughout his life to come to this position, to reach the ultimate destination, right?
Yeah.
So what else? Hustler, what other words you can utilize? Visionary. He's
Visionary.
visionary. So उनके आप quality traits लिखिए. Then only you will be able to talk. So अगर
Mm-hmm.
आपको किसी इंसान के बारे में बात करना है, you're given with 1 minute, then you should fetch out the words from your memory.
Memories. Yeah.
Be it visionary, be it, let's say अगर आपको किसके बारे में बताना है, he's an ambivert. Ambivert. अब वो पता होगा ambivert क्या होता है, तभी तो आप बोलोगे. He's
Mm-hmm.
neither introvert nor extrovert. A good blend of both. Ambivert.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay? So these are words. The people who write with both hands, they are very quick-witted. Quick-witted. कोई बहुत smart है.
Quick-witted.
Modi ji is he's a bright spark. He's very intelligent. He has that
Yes,
gift. He has that gift of gab. Remember, gift of gab. बातों के धनी है वो.
बातों के धनी.
Okay. So utilize
yes.
these words. He knows how to represent things. What words can we utilize? He's a good communicator. So think about these things and then align them well. Then go ahead with this. Of course, this is not our final session. है ना? This is not a final
Yes.
interview. So this is a kind of practice ongoing. So that's pretty okay. You can consume some time, but come up with good results. Okay. So can we do this thing tomorrow? Like you can prepare
Yes,
this
ma'am.
well. I want you to work hard on this part and then come up with good
Yeah.
vocabulary. Okay?
Sure, ma'am.
So tomorrow you have to
Uh,
present on this topic. And
okay,
the
I'll
class
just
would be
take
15 minutes prior and it will end 15 minutes late, just like today.
it just like today,
Yeah, 11:45 to 12:45 tomorrow.
11:40. Okay.
You can
Okay.
try to. No worries, she would get more time and you can prepare prior. Okay, Sandeep, whenever you get time tomorrow morning. Okay?
Sure.
Chalo. All right. Okay. Bye bye. See you tomorrow then.
All
But
right.
please, we can witness very easily that we really need to work hard,
Mm-hmm.
right? We are struggling with the speaking part. We are not getting words. Vocabulary is weak. The right phrases or the right clauses not coming to our mind. Idiomatic expressions nowhere. So we will do idioms also very soon. Okay? Once we are done with little bit of practicing, we will do idioms also. Okay? Chalo.
Sure.
All right.
Okay,
Bye
ma'am.
bye. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.